Hi Flosstube, I'm Annie and I'm the Proper Stitcher, and welcome to episode number 19. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up and ring the bell, and you will get notifications of when I upload new videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I do appreciate your support and welcome back. I hope y'all have had a great week and got some good stitching time in. I did. I have been very busy. I did get some stitching in. I did organize my sewing room a little bit more, a little sewing room update. I am about a week away from getting my shutters delivered, and I'm so excited and cannot wait for that to happen. I went to a farmer's market on Saturday. Here in Knoxville, we have a farmer's market every Wednesday and Saturday, and I went to the one on Saturday, and I found some really cool things that I'm going to share with you that I'm intending to use them for Halloween decoration. I filmed 2 extra Flosstube videos. I did a whip parade on Saturday, my first ever. That's episode number 17. That was a lot of fun, very eye-opening. Please go and watch that if you haven't done so already. I have a couple of giveaways that will be given away a week from today. So next Thursday. I think that's August 5th. I'm not sure of the exact date, but my usual Thursday's next Thursday. The other video I have uploaded is a Quaker Christmas update. That was episode number 18, and it is going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be a series I'm going to do once a month around the 25th of each month until I finish a Quaker Christmas. And I have some more additional information to share with you about that when I get to a Quaker Christmas, my whip to show you. So other than that, I've been just trying to get things organized in my sewing room and trying to squeeze in some stitching time. So let's jump in. I had one finish this week, and I am doing things a little bit differently today. I don't know if you noticed. I hope that it worked, but I tried to edit and add an intro to my video. Crossing my fingers it did. If it did not work, it'll be there next week, hopefully. I'm also standing up today. I thought I'd give that a try to see if it would help me maneuver my table and pick things up and share with you. So if it doesn't work, I won't do it next week. But I wanted to let you know those 2 changes. So if anything goes astray or awry, we all know that it was because I was doing something a little differently than I'm used to doing. So I did not have any FFOs this week, and I intended to. I even had my little handy dandy quarter maker, but I haven't pulled that out yet. I have not done any Christmas finishing yet because I am waiting on some shipments to come in with some new ribbon and finishing materials. So once those come in, I'm going to do a couple of days of just finishing. I find that it's best to do all my finishing sort of within a few days of each other when I have a stack of them to do, because it can get messy in here, and I'd rather just have one big cleanup than having several different cleanups throughout the week. So we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned for some Christmas finishing coming up. But I did have one small ornament finish, and it was from the Lizzie Kate Tiny Tidings 12 booklet. These are cute little books that Lizzie Kate has. They're quick, they're easy. There are several in the series, several of these books in the series, different motifs, but this one's super cute. I thought it would look great in my kitchen, on my kitchen tree. So I stitched this one. You can stitch them as individual ornaments, or you can stitch them as one long piece. They all have different borders, but I stitched the one with like the little lacy border. And I thought this was a sweet little ornament. I loved that white lace looking border. And the peppermint and that wreath they're holding, so cute. Super quick. I used all of the called for weeks colors, which there are a few on the back. I used all of those, and I think I might try the red and white cording on this. I think I might be able to figure that one out. So I stitched this on 28 count Monaco even weave that I purchased a few years ago, and I coffee tea dyed it. I used Priscilla and Chelsea's directions on how to coffee tea dye linen or Monaco, and it came out great. I bought a big swatch of it, and I haven't had to repurchase any because I use it mostly on ornaments or Christmas designs. So that one is finished. Look at their cheeks. So cute. So cute. So that was my one finish this week. I have some close to finishes. So what I think I'm going to do is share with you my whips, and then I'm going to do my haul. And I have a big announcement after I do my haul. I'm going to talk to you or share with you an exciting collaboration that I'm going to have going on that's quilting related. So then I'll have some giveaways, and so we'll just keep on going and talk about the giveaways from last week. My whips this week, my list or my stack is shorter. That is one thing that I mentioned in my whip parade. I am focusing on Christmas stitching for the next few weeks, with the exception of Tomato Tuesday. And the reason I'm doing that is because, one, I have a lot of Christmas whips, but I also want to try to get some of these Christmas ornaments stitched before I start stitching some Halloween designs. And I just, again, it was an eye-opening experience. When I pulled out all of my whips, I saw that I had a lot of Christmas whips. So I wanted to get some of those done. But I'm going to share my Tomato Tuesday with you. So I am still stitching Luminous Fiber Arts, Counting is Hard. And this is so true for me. I need this on a t-shirt. Can someone make that for me? Counting is hard for Annie. But this is an adorable design that I plan to frame in a white frame and hang in my sewing room. And here's my progress. I am stitching this on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. When I saw y'all last week, I just had the bird top stitched right here. And so I was able to get the white, finish her wing, do the needle, and do the X's. And the modeling on this is looking great. Very pleased with it. And I am using all of the called for DMCs. I am using 2 strands over 2. So here are all the colors. Really pretty. So 2 over 2 on 32 count. And I hope to have it done soon. Wouldn't that be fun to have in my room? She has it on the back. You can also finish it into a drum. So that is Luminous Fiber Arts, Counting is Hard. One of the many rabbit holes that I went down was with an old vintage Christmas book. And how this came to be was I was with some friends. I was with Kim and Kay on one of our cross-stitching weekends. And I was talking about how I miss and really enjoyed learning to stitch on these old 1980s Christmas ornaments. And that started a search for me. And I looked on Etsy, I looked on eBay, and I found several of this type of booklet. And I got myself some 14 count Aida, just white 14 count Aida. And I decided to stitch a couple of these. And I love how this looks just like a quilt square made into a tree. And this is all back stitching except for that wreath. So I plan to do a few more from this book. Trip down memory lane. Look at this little ball. It's another quilting look, and this little star and that candle. So many cute designs. I'm not going to do very many, but I'll do a few. I think those will make cute little ornaments on my kitchen tree too. And what that did is it made Kay think of something. When she was visiting her mom had a box of old ornaments that she had stitched many, many years ago on Aida. And Kay's mom said, well, give those to her. So she gave these to me from her unfinished. They were finished, but they were never fully finished. So I will make these into little ornaments too. I thought that was so sweet of her to share these with me. So on with more Christmas stitching. I love Country Rustic Primitives by Jenny Hoffman. She is such a talented designer. She has an Etsy shop, and I have purchased several in this series. She has one that says Noel and Christmas. I'll link her shop below, but super quick, very simple, very beautiful. And I have some really pretty French General fabric I'm going to use to finish these. But it says sleigh bells. I forgot to mention that. This is sleigh bells. And I have some old rusty bells. And I think these will be so pretty. This is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha. And I am using the called for DMC. I'm using 2/2. So this is DMC 3777 and 3051. And so here they are. They're a good green. They're green and red, a primitive green and red, really pretty. And look at the detail on the cursive. So pretty. So I am stitching all of those. I'm gonna, I stitched the one that says Christmas on it and gave it as a gift. I believe I gave it as a gift. Or maybe I stitched sleigh bells and gave it as a gift. I've stitched a couple of these and I want to stitch a set for myself. So that is Jenny Hoffman's Country Rustic Primitive. She has some great primitive designs too. All of them are super quick. She has bumblebees, she has patriotics, a lot of Christmas, just easy to download and you can get started right away. They all call for DMC. So wonderful, wonderful patterns. My other one that I am doing is Christmas ornaments too. This is a JBW design. Judy Whitman was so nice to gift us a box of her patterns for me to share with you. And I am giving away today in one of my giveaways, one of the books too. But this one I stitched the snow globe and I am currently on the ice skate. And I am using 32 count Séjour antique white linen. So here's the snow globe, and then here's the ice skate. I made a mistake right here this morning. I noticed it, so I'm gonna have to rip that part out, but I'm almost done. I just have the blade to do. Counting is hard. I am using my own color choices on this one. What I did is I have this ring of Christmas colors that Stitching with the Housewives likes to use. Priscilla has a great selection of Christmas colors. They're classic color works. You can get the whole set on, lots of shops have them kitted, just all these colors. A Fat Quarter shop does too. So she uses it on a lot of her Christmas ornaments. And that's what I'm using on this one. I'm using the ribbon red for the red. And for the green, I am using Jolly Holly, and English Ivy. Let me see. Let me get to that. There are a couple of greens in here that she uses, but I'm using the English Ivy. And there's that one. I'm gonna do several JBW design on this one piece of linen, and then I'm gonna cut them off and make ornaments, stuffed pillow ornaments with these. Very quick, they make great gifts and just so much fun. I really enjoy JBW designs. Hoping to get several of those stitched this year. So speaking of Stitching with the Housewives, I am making good progress on Merry Mrs. Claus. I just love her hair and her little ribbon on her bun, and look at her shoes. These are all PDF downloads. I went to their website last year, or their Etsy store last year, and I bought a few of them. And I have one big piece of 28 count Aida, slate Aida. I'll tell you where I got this in just a second. But I am stitching 2/2. Look at her shoes and her collar. So cute. I showed y'all a few weeks ago Mr. Claus, and so this is Mrs. Claus. This is 28 count Aida. The color is slate. I got a big piece of it. And I got this from Fabrics by Stephanie. Great fabric. Love her dyeing, the colors she comes up with. It does take a little while. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks, but it's very worth it. If you can wait, it's worth it. But this is the best that I have found. Easy to see on, easy to stitch, very soft. I really enjoy this one. And the modeling is really pretty. And in this bag, I keep all of the floss, this big piece of cloth, in all the patterns that I have so that I can grab it and go. It's all about making it easy on yourself, because the less time you have to pull your materials and make sure you have everything, the more time, the less time you spend doing that, the more time you can spend on your cross stitching. My last WIP that I want to share with you is kind of it's going to be a lengthy project for me, because I've added just some different layers to it. So you all know about my stitch along of A Quaker Christmas that I am co-hosting with Artie, the Vintage Stitcher, and I will link her Flosstube below as well. But this is from Bygone Stitches, and it is A Quaker Christmas. This is something we started in June, and here's my progress. Since I filmed my video on Monday, the Quaker Christmas, I finished the bird, and I finished these motifs down here, and I worked a little bit more on this motif. I am stitching this on 36 count cream Edinburgh. And a viewer asked me a question, Annie, are you sure that that is a big enough piece of linen? And it really made my heart stop. I thought, oh my goodness, I hope it is. And so I went and got my measuring tape right here. I always keep it with me too. And I measured it just to make sure, and it is big enough. So this is 36 count cream Edinburgh. I'm stitching it 1 string of floss over 2. Here are the colors. These are all classic color works. I'm using Balsam Fir for the green. So I went ahead and purchased about 10 skeins of this at the same time, because I wanted the dye lot to be the same, because it's a lot of green. You can see that this is the dominant color is green. Cupid is the red, and Ye Olde Gold is the gold. I only needed 1 skein of the Ye Olde Gold. I'm very happy with this. I am enjoying it so much. What I have decided to do, and if you haven't watched my update that I made on Monday, with A Quaker Christmas, I have become fascinated with Quaker samplers. I've never stitched a Quaker sampler. I've never stitched anything this big before. And I've said it so many times, if you want to join us, please join at any time. Some people are stitching A Quaker Christmas too. You can even do smalls out of this. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. And now that I sort of have a vision for what I want to do with this project, I'm really excited. I am going to do monthly updates. I'm going to film around the 25th of each month until I finish this design. I may continue it with a different Quaker sampler after I finish this one. I don't know yet, because I just need to wait and see how this goes. But I am enjoying this design. What it has prompted me to do is want to research more into Quaker samplers. And so what I'm going to do on around the 25th of each month, I'm going to not only show my update on A Quaker Christmas, but maybe share a little bit of information that I have learned and researched about Quaker samplers. And what I've done to start that is I have downloaded a couple of ebooks on Quaker samplers, but I've also ordered and purchased this book. This is Threads of Useful Learning. It's a Westtown School samplers book, so from the Westtown School in Pennsylvania. And I will link below the bookstore, the school bookstore, but this is a very big book. It goes over everything about their collection of their samplers. And just to give you an example of some of the images in this book, lots of images. It talks about not only their inventory and what they have, but just all the motifs and what they mean. And I do not know anything about Quaker samplers. I have never researched samplers before. I do not pretend to be an expert. I do not pretend to know a lot. But that's what I love about this, is that I love a project, and I like the idea of knowing about a certain style and belief behind a certain style of stitching. And motifs, and that's what I want to learn. That's what I want to share with you. So I hope you join me once a month around the 25th. I will try to make it on the 25th unless for some reason something comes up that day. I do have giveaways with those videos as well. They're not long. They'll probably be about 15 to 20 minutes. When I finish a Quaker Christmas, maybe I'll move on to another Quaker sampler, and we'll go from there and see how it works. So hope you can join me on that. And with that, let's move on into my haul that I have and gifts that I've received. I did get some wonderful happy mail this week. So let's start with my haul. And continuing with my Blackbird design collection, remember I am not allowed to buy any patterns. There are two addendums. One is to purchase Blackbird designs, and the other was for Brenda Gervais' Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee. And everything else, I'm not allowed to buy any cross-stitch patterns. I can purchase until September. I can purchase linen, I can purchase floss, I can purchase finishing supplies, and that is an agreement I have with Kim Gablick over at Stitch Etc. We just decided to kind of put the brakes on our haul. But, so I added to my Blackbird designs, I got some more of my Garden Club series. This is Basket of Cherries. This one is Butterfly Garden. This is number 5 in the series. And look at how you can even do that little butterfly in a small, or so you can split these two portions up in smalls. I love that. I love it when you can just make more, repurpose and make more than one use of a project. This one is Tulip and Lily. This is number 6. This one is the Gardener. Look at her little watering can. This one is number 9. Yes, 9. Fairy Garden, number 11. I'm not getting the whole series, but there are a few that I really wanted. And then this one, I just love it. It is from Anniversaries of the Heart. It is Pumpkin Farm. And I love this white pumpkin. I like to stitch white pumpkins. I have one to share with y'all during the fall, and it's from Stacy Nash Design, and she has some white pumpkins. But I thought that was so pretty. So that was all my Blackbird haul. And then, excuse me, let me grab it. Oh, please. Another reason I probably shouldn't stand up and do these videos. So I told y'all let's go into some Halloween haul. I told you I went to the farmer's market, and I met a woman who makes brooms. And she uses these, not only are they beautiful and they look like artwork, but I should have taken off the price tags, but they are beautiful for Halloween decorating. And I will link her website below because she is local here in Knoxville, but she has a website that she will have open for deliveries. She makes big size brooms, and these are actually for using. They're utilitarian. They're made to use, but I just thought they were beautiful. I thought they would be beautiful for decorating for Halloween. So I got 2 brooms at the farmer's market. And then I was gifted a beautiful project bag. This is from Sherry from North of the Border Stitcher. She has a Flosstube, and I'll link it below, but she sent me this sweet gift. And it's a project bag for me to put some Halloween projects in. And she has a Flosstube, and I'll link it below. She is from the States, but she lives in Canada. She's fun to watch. So I did get my addendum. I did get Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee. I had this on pre-order, which is why it was part of our addendum. I had this on pre-order from Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, and this is from Brenda Gervais, and I just could not wait to get it. I'm trying to find y'all a picture. Look at the back. This has 6 Halloween themed pin cushions. They're all little, and I will link their shop below too. But look at some of these. Isn't that cute? I love Halloween stitching. it's second to Christmas stitching. Oh, I just love it. Love these. So they kitted it up for me. I ended up going with the called for 40 count linen. And this is 40 count. I didn't get the called for linen. I got 40 count vintage country mocha. I like the marbling on it. So Amy at Cross Stitching Crafts went ahead and cut me a piece big enough for all of them. And I'll stitch them all on here and then just cut them off as I use them. But look at these colors. It's a blend of classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. Look at how bright this is. And I think Brenda Gervais is a genius when it comes to these themed booklets. Look at that purple. So, Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee. Thank you, Amy and Sandra from Cross Stitching Crafts, for sending this to me so fast. The last piece of Halloween Happy Mail I cannot share with you. This is my class piece from the retreat that I'm attending in September. This is a retreat that is hosted by Stitch Etc., with the guest being Priscilla and Chelsea from Stitching with the Housewives, and this is the class piece. It is a Halloween themed piece designed by Priscilla, and we have everything we need to make this piece in here, and it's all classic Colorworks floss. So I will share that with you after the retreat. Some more haul that I got some more linen to add to my stash, and I got from House Trill in Williamsburg. They are the company that when I was shopping in Williamsburg in 2017, I went to their brick and mortar store they had at the time and purchased the Bygone Stitches. I saw it stitched and behind their counter, and they actually still have these. If you want to order it, I'll link their shop below and their number. Same with Cross Stitching Crafts in Johnson City, they have it too. Lots of stores have it. I emailed the manufacturer, which is actually, it's Stitching Pretty. And I emailed them and they have it as well. I'll link it below. Anyway, I saw on Facebook, House Trill had received an order from Picture This Plus linen. Picture This Plus lately has been really hard to get a hold of. There's just been distribution problems with a lot of floss and linen manufacturers. So I called them right away to order this. This is 36 count Picture This Plus ale, and it's an Edinburgh linen dyed in ale color. It looks a lot like my vintage country mocha, but it's a little bit darker. So this is 36 count, and I just ordered a fat quarter of it. And I'll link their shop below. And then I have been following Nicole Campbell on Instagram. She owns Raggedy Old Annie's dolls. And she makes these beautiful Raggedy Ann dolls that remind me a lot of my Humpty Dumpty. That's Earl Matthews Humpty Dumpty. But I just love a Raggedy Ann doll. And she has put her own artistic twist on these. She hand makes everything. She hand makes the dolls. She hand makes their clothes. And then she sews them up into their own little theme. And they are precious. And she has a sale a couple of times a month, and she announces when on her Instagram page. And I saw that she was having a sale coming up, and I set my alarm. It was 7 o'clock. I can't remember what night it was, but 7 o'clock one night last week, and I set my alarm to remind me so I could get a doll. And so here she is. She just came today, so I was kind of glad that I was late in uploading this video or filming this videos because I was able to get her. So here she is. Look at her face. And all of this is sewn on, all of it, in her cheeks and her lips, her hair, all of it. She is absolutely precious. And look at her dress. And this is a vintage birthday card. And you can even see where somebody has signed inside of it. She has old pair of scissors, beautiful ribbon, and look at what she's holding in this hand, a spool of thread, her dress, and look, even her little bloomers are dyed, her legs. I love this doll so much. I just, I'm very impressed with the craftsmanship and the quality of this doll. So I will link her website below and her Instagram. But I am so excited. How silly is that I'm so excited? But she is so cute. I'm just much better in person than I thought that they would be. I've been following her, like I said, for a while, and I didn't know what to expect. And then the doll came in, and she's beautiful. I'm really happy. And Raggedy Annie, I mean, you know. So I did get some more project bags this week, and one is from Nikki's Notables. I needed a fall time bag. So this is so pretty. She doesn't usually do bags like this. They usually have the vinyl front, but this is just, it looks like a little, like a mini charm square packet. So I got this bag. And then I am extremely excited, and I'll share Nikki's Notables link below. I'm extremely excited about this. This is from someone that I have become friends with on Instagram. Her name's Tammy Blaylock, and she has a Flosstube channel. I'll also link it below. She's a great Flosstuber. Makes beautiful project bags. She sent me 2 in the mail, one for me and one for me to share. Here's the one for me. I love this Tula Pink. That's the company is Tula Pink fabric. And she knows I like blue, and it has all the sewing themes on it. She has these pretty charms for the zipper pull. And one thing she does in her, and I already have something in this one. She puts a floss ring inside so you can have your floss. And I have not started this yet, but I have it kitted. I have Peppermint Holly by Brenda Gervais in here with the linen. So Tammy, that was so sweet of you. But wait, she didn't just give me one. She gave me one to give to you. This is adorable. I was really tempted to take this one instead of this one, but I like blue so much. But look at this. And I didn't share. She uses this adorable ribbon. Look at this one. How she just has that ribbon attached and it's coordinating. This has the polka dots on the back. This will probably be a giveaway next week. I am close to 4,000 subscribers, and once I reach there, I will have a big giveaway. And so this will be, and I'm about 3,800, 3,870, so I'm close to 4,000. So this will be a giveaway next week. Thank you so much. She also sent me 2 needle minders, and I'll include one of the needle minders today. It's a bumblebee. Oh, and here's her card. Creative Country Girl. She is on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and she has a website, and I'll link it below. But she has these 2 needle minders. I'll do the butterfly as a giveaway today, and actually I'll leave it on the business card. Okay, so thank you. So and they come beautifully wrapped. She has sweet notes in there. This little bag has your her business card and some DMC floss. It's just wonderful, wonderful packaging. So I liked the bag so much. My fingers ran to her website, and I had to get another bag because I have an obsession with bags. Look at this bag. This is an old tea towel, I think. I haven't asked her. This one just came today too. So fast. I just ordered it and it just came today. So look at this. And then here's the back. And this blue and white plaid at the top. And it too has the floss ring inside. Isn't this so pretty? So creative and so different. Look at that rickrack. You know, there are so many project bag makers out there, and there are so many talented. They're all wonderful. So many wonderful project bag makers. But, you know, I like to mix it up too, just like with my stitching. I like to mix up my bags. And so this is definitely something different than what I have. Thank you, Tammy. I will link her shop below. Tammy Blaylock, Creative Country Girl. So that leads me now, that's all of my haul. I have an exciting announcement for you. I think I'm gonna sit down for this. Hope you don't mind. Okay, so I am friends with Celeste Creates on Instagram. I've met her through the Flosstube community. I haven't met her in person, but I've met her virtually. And we have communicated on Instagram before, and she sent me a message about 2 weeks ago, and she had a question for me. She's a wonderful floss tuber, beautiful cross stitching, but she's an amazing quilter. And she said, I found some beautiful fabric I think you would like. And I shared that with y'all. I think it was last week or the week before. And I'll show it to you again. But she shared that with me. She said, I love it. I think you would like it. I'm like, I do love it. So I ordered it. Doesn't take much for me, but I ordered it. And so she said, would you be interested in doing kind of like a quilt along with me? She is wanting to do, she herself, I'm her student. She is wanting to do videos about a 5 or 6 part series on a very introductory beginner quilt using fat quarter bundles, 8 fat quarter bundles, 8 fat quarters in a bundle. Not 8 fat quarter bundles, that would be a ginormous quilt. So she said, what if I came up with a very simple beginner quilt? We share in spreading the word to our viewers because she knows that I'm a beginner to kind of an early intermediate quilter. And she's just wanting to help those people who would like to learn how to do some basic quilting. And I said, absolutely, I would love to do that because I like to quilt. I want to start sharing more quilting with you all on Instagram and on these videos, but I just didn't know how I wanted to go about introducing that part of myself to you. So this is a great opportunity for all of us involved. So I'm going to link Celeste Creates, her Flosstube below, and I'm going to link her Instagram below. So in about a week or 2, she's going to start uploading these videos, and I'm going to tell you what you need to get started. And then I also want you to go and watch her video. It's about 15 minutes that she uploaded yesterday, and it will tell you everything about this collaboration that we have. So first, let me show you the fat quarter bundle that I got. And you can use any fat quarter bundle you want. So this is what I have picked for mine. And it's all of these beautiful blues. And I will show you all of these again individually. This is a Wyndham Fabrics called English Garden. And I got these on Etsy because Celeste found them for us. It consists of 3 dark blues, 2 light blues, and 3 white backgrounds. So here's the dark blue with the bunnies and the chickens. Here's this beautiful dark blue with floral. Here's another dark blue with some floral. And then the light blue. I love this light blue. And she knew that I love blue. That's why she alerted me to this fat quarter bundle. It is a fabric that's hard to find. So if you don't find this and you want to do this quilt, that's fine. Find any 8 fat quarter pieces that you want. This could be a scrappy quilt. It can be, I even pulled out this because I know the design she's going to share with us. I've had this fat quarter bundle for a long time. Now there's more than 8 in here, but I've been saving this to have a fun project. This is a Christmas set, but you can make a scrappy quilt. Use all your scraps from your other projects that you've done, or just 8 fabrics that you like, random ones. It does not have to be blue. It does not have to be matchy-matchy. It can be anything you want. But go over to her Flosstube, watch her video. We'll talk more about it next week. I'll share a little bit more about it next week. But here's what you might want to grab or know ahead of time what you need. She has a full list of everything you're going to need, but here are the basics. Not the basics, but here are the things that you may not think about. 8 fat quarters of fabric, crib size batting, so it's going to be kind of like a throw size blanket, so crib size batting, and 3 yards of fabric for your backing. And I'm not sure about the binding. She went over that a little bit. I'm thinking she said you can save some of the scraps and make a binding. Her whole thought process behind this is if you are a beginner and you don't want to spend a lot of money to start a new project because you don't know if you're going to enjoy it or be able to do it or want to do it, that she's going to make this as affordable and as easy as possible. She has some other videos that are your basic essential tools to get started quilting, and she's very good about telling you what she feels is very wise to spend your money on and what you can maybe make do without until you decide if this is right for you. So I hope you join us. I will share that with you along the way. If you are not going to join us, that's okay. It's not going to be where I'm going to talk about that the whole time. I'll just show you my squares that we're making. Very easy project. So I will link all that information below. So I think we're ready now for our giveaways. Last week we had a lot of comments. I asked you all, let's see, I had 3 videos last week, so I'm trying to remember what question I asked you all. I believe I asked you what your stitching goal was. Yeah, your stitching goals, I think so. Okay, so and we did something different this time too, where I had you use a word in your comments below. So here are the winners, and just so y'all know, I go to, it's a random generator website, and I think it's called randompicker.com, something like that. And what you do is you enter your YouTube URL. Each video has its own URL. And so I enter that, and then I do I enter what word or number I'm looking for, and I click a button, and it does like this spin, and it goes through all the names, and then it pops up the one that wins. And that's how I select the winners for our giveaways. So it is truly random. The first winner and the first gift is a magnetic board, and here's mine. This is an example, is a magnetic board from Stitch Etc. Kim Gavlik at Stitch Etc. is generous enough to give us another giveaway this week, and it is a magnetic board that you get to choose the color you want. She has several colors to choose from. The winner will email me, and I will forward your email to Kim, and she will mail it to you directly. She'll ask you what color you want. I believe they have the light blue, white, black, I think orange and green and pink. So she'll be able to tell you those colors. The winner of the magnet, and you had to use the word magnet in your comment, is June Costello. So June, Costello. Congratulations, June. The next one was Garden Maiden, La-Di-Da. And the winner for this is Joyce Mills. Joyce Mills. Number 3 was the Cappuccino Linen from, it's 32 count cappuccino. Allison Carnan, C-A-R-O-N, Carnan, Allison Carnan. Number 4 is Threadworks Primitives, Ever So Grateful. This is P, the letter P, and Happy, but Happy is with 1 P, so it's P-H-A-P-Y. And number 5, Gamma's Treasures was kind enough to give us another bag to use as a giveaway. And Gamma's Treasures, I'll list her shop below. She's on Etsy. Wonderful bags. Love them. And they all come with the floss keep inside. So the winner of this is Linda S-P-O-S-T Spots, or Spost. Linda Spost. You won the bag. So all of you, please email me before next Thursday. My email address is theproperstitcher@gmail.com. I'll list it below. So here are our giveaways for next week. We have quite a bit. Okay, so number 1 is from Creative Country Girl, and it's a needle minder. I just showed it to you. This butterfly needle minder. And I like her backs on these needle minders. They're not bulky or heavy. Really nice. Thank you, Tammy. Her needle minder. This is from JBW Designs. It's Christmas Ornaments 3. The next one's, oh, so sorry. Okay, so this is number 1. So just list number 1 in your comment below. I'll give y'all a question in a minute. This is number 2. This is number 3, also from JBW Designs. 2 patterns. This one is Seaside Alphabet. Here's what it looks like. Yep, actually. And Seaside Series 7. Cute summer stitching. Oh, I can't count. Counting's hard. 1, 2, 3. So 4, Teresa Kogut, Primitive Santa. It's just called Primitive Santa. So that's number 4. Number 5 is Where Liberty Dwells by Brenda Gervais. And number 6 is American Sampler House by Annie B's Folk Art. So leave the number below with which one you're interested in. I ship anywhere in the U.S., or sorry, I ship anywhere that the U.S. Postal Service will ship to. So I ship anywhere around the world. I do not mind shipping internationally. Please be 18 years or older. Do not use the word giveaway. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and answer the question below, and use the number that you are interested in. If you're only interested in 1, that's fine. If you're interested in all 7, that's fine too. So let's answer the question. Well, let's answer the question. I don't know why I do this every week. Sometimes I have it written down and I'm ready to go. And sometimes it just leaves my mind. Okay, let's answer the question. What are you thankful for? I am thankful for all of my friends in Flosstube community and for my viewers, but I'm also thankful for my health and my family's health, and for my sister's continued health. So I am thankful for all of those things. So many things to be thankful for. I'm also thankful for this craft that we have. I know so many people who do not have a hobby, and I can't imagine living a world or a life without having something that brings me joy like cross stitch and sewing does. So with that being said, let's see how this video goes this week. I will see you next Thursday, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great week.